kills.
Alright. Well, I think I'm just going to check my quest log here, see what's happening, because I kind of forget. Enter the mine. Find out about, or find the amount mined by Frank's Sonnies. Find out the amount mined by Paul's Sonnies. Okay. What the hell is going on with this story right now? This is the main quest. Word around Kudenberg is Mint Master Vavik is getting much richer than his rather comfortable office would warrant. Apparently he even steals royal silver, which is a capital offense. There is no evidence though. If Ruthard had such evidence, it would solve his problems with Vavik once and for all. So he instructed me to get him the evidence. I have Christian's letter, which will allow me to enter the mines. I am to ask Frank, foreman of the first shift, how many corves his Sonnies mined on the feast of Saint Petronilla. Okay, so this is like a funny game for how complicated it gets sometimes. I'm supposed to ask the resting third shift foreman Samko how many corves of ore his Sonny mined on the feast of Saint Petronilla. Okay, well, let's just go into the mine. You know, let's just do it. I'm supposed to get in there, but there is a guard here.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
So I can talk to him. Okay.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Yes, greetings, sir. Mean you no harm. I can go past? Thank you. I will not cause any trouble. Thank you. I was like, he's gonna tell me to stop right there, but no, he's good. He's just gonna let me go. Alright. Cool. Let's go ahead. Just keep moving through the mine. I can whip out my sword, right? Forget how to like just, or I don't even know, like, did I get that perk that is for one-handing a two-handed sword? You can have a torch or shield in the other hand. I don't remember. It's Foreman Frank right here. Looks like we got a bunch of blood on us, so it's a good idea to do that.
God bless, kiddo. Mind out for the headstone.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. My name is Henry of Scalix. Our family rented a mine, so I came to gain experience.
A nobleman in the pit? I'll be damned. But you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
Make it snappy, man.
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stide.
What language is you speaking? I don't even really know.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graph, kidder? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the cough, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfing pile of chink. But us buggers, The ones doing all the graft. We earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a living, man.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
Okay, so we can do this one, which would be a medium chance of success, or just medium difficulty rather. This would be an easy difficulty. I'm definitely gonna go with easy over medium, which is actually gonna be an intimidation option. So spill it or I'll kick your ass.
Spill it, or I'll kick your arse. I want to know how many corps you mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla. I won't ask again.
I'll read easy, man. We're not gonna scrap in the mound, are we? I'll tell you, it was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 cords.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. Take care.
Alright, there you go. You just tell him to tell you you're gonna kick his ass. Next thing you know, he's telling you what you need to know. Where does this go? What am I doing right now? Going deeper. I remember the first game having pretty long tunnels. Yeah, we made it out. We're all good. Cool.
Hail Mary.
It's just a stereotypical miner. No one of importance. Play dice maybe sometime. Here. Foreman Fett. Can't cook anything. This horse is not as good as mine. It's just like crazy how there's barely ever any horse traders. Like I can't ever go to a horse trader. Can I go by? Yes. Okay, cool. Gonna go to the blacksmith. Need him to repair
What would you
me.
like, friend?
Please and thank you. It's 97, 100, 97, 96, 99. Alright, so everything's like not too damaged. That's 80. Haggle.
I'd like to do some.
Do you accept?
You won't convince me with this. Aye. Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Okay. Can I sell him some garbage I don't need? Or just loot?
Show me your...
Yes, get rid of that. Trader's only got 316 though, so gonna need to just do like that.
I'd like to do some...
Well, I suppose. Aye. I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Got every
sir.
last cent out of him. I'll take it. Steal food. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Am I hungry? I don't even know. Kind of. I could go to sleep soon. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go over here.
Are you Foreman Samco? Aye, I am. And who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
We could just intimidate him again. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's an easy chance. I'm not trying to pay him 200. I'm not trying to do the medium difficulty. Or I'm not trying to play him in dice for it.
You better start talking before you really annoy me. If there's one thing you don't want, it's an angry Henry slamming your head against the table till you see black.
Bloody hell, kidder. You don't miss about. I see enough black as is down in the mound. Ask away, then.
Reputation gain. Not lost. That's funny. I see you don't mess about.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about oaken. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
Alright. Got that done. We got one more over here. Let's get on the horse.
Go! Whoa.
Alright, what is this objective? Let's take a look. Find out the amount mined by Paul's Sonnies. Yeah, okay. Who do I talk to? I don't think I talked to anybody. Just supposed to look around here. Do I need to dig? What is it? I don't know. What the fuck is going on here? What does it say in the quest log? Is he like underground? Alright, I'm just gonna look it up on the internet. Of course, every video, every stream. Look it up on the internet. Look it up on the internet. Okay, so it looks like he went in the mine, yeah. Okay, he's in the mine, walks around. Jesus, he's going through a maze. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Says straight right, left right, left right. Right. God damn, bro. So much to remember. And then he found Paul. Okay, so we gotta get back to that mine entrance. I think it's over here or there. All right.
Quick!
It's right here. Okay. Perfect. All right, get off the horse. Let's get in there.
Excuse me.
I think I'm gonna just like save here. If I can't figure it out, I'm gonna have to watch the video instructions for like the turn by turn, because it's literally just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different steps for going straight, turning left, or turning right. So I'm just gonna try to figure it out on my own. If I can, I'll reload and do that exactly by the video's instructions. But yeah, alright, let's do this. It's a dead end, we gotta go this way then. Go over here, it's a dead end. Go this way then. Going deeper into the mines. Let's just see if we can pull it off on our first attempt. See what we can do. There's a ladder here. This is a dead end. Yep, dead end. Another dead end. Just backtrack a bit. Yeah, go that way. And there you go. Found him.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the operation of the mines. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in, it did.
That's awful. Sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper.
Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper, tin, iron, and all ores and metals. I ask that you bless my brother, who has died in this mine. And may your holy angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to eternal glory through our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen.
He had done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, our Holy Mother.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about hewing the face and hauling the ore to the banking corves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's life like.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Okay. Let's tell Christian what we learned here. And it's gonna be right over here. So let's just get out of the mine. I think we're gonna take that ladder we just saw. Let's head on up. Oh yep, can see daylight. Get out the damn mines. I guess this way? Oh my god, am I going back through the mine? Alright, no, we're gonna go back. I do not want to do this again. Let's go that way.
Blessings to you. Excuse me.
The dude smacked me in the head with his pickaxe. And we made it out. There you go.
What a nice day. Good day to you. Greetings to you, friend.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd say it's more.
Seriously? Why would anyone report more than they actually mined? The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Should I go to them and accuse them?
Well, accuse? We want to hear everything they know. That means you need to talk to them. But be very careful. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Hey, we got Speedboat Jimmy in the Twitch chat. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm doing well. How about you? Apologies for seeing your message so late, probably.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miners extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Yeah, we're gonna be very blunt.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 cores.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Yeah, we're gonna do the intimidation once again. And once again, it is easy. Speech is medium. I'm just gonna go easy.
Talk. Or else. I'll give you such a thrashing your own mother won't recognize you.
No, please. It was
Please.
Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months, maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret. So just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
Okay, now we gotta go get Fett to cooperate. Gotcha.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We
Damn.
found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
Okay, so we can use like the I think that's like chivalry or something option. It's easy. You're under my protection.
You have nothing to fear. You're under my protection, and nothing will happen to you. I'll deal with anyone who wants to harm you. Believe me.
Wait, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy.
Pockmarked.
This bloke was really terrifying.
This game is so funny. What the hell is pockmarked? Oh man, I love this game so much. Just like the writing is absolutely chef's kiss.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the Yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Okay, tell Christian what you found in the mines. Got it. Let's do that. Off we go. I think I'm going the wrong way. Of course. Looks like we got a chest we could lockpick. I'm gonna do it for the XP. Maybe take something. Yeah, they got some stuff I could take. Tin pitchers we can sell off. About 60, 70 bucks. Alright, so this guy's upstairs. Just right here.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably. so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic. As charismatic as you can manage.
1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. There I am, I'm back.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon you can imagine what those look like. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can sell you something nice. If you're charismatic enough, Boresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some dung-soiled peasant.
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Boresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
Okay.
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Boresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronilla. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Alright, let's take a look at the quest log. Got these two to get done. Alright, so I should investigate the smelting operations in Grund and find out from the workers if there's anything dodgy going on. The Grund smelter is owned by Boresh. I should go and talk to him. Christian wrote a letter introducing me as a nobleman interested in smelting operations. Boresh should then allow me to enter where otherwise it would be forbidden, but Boresh won't talk to me unless I'm dressed appropriately. That is, as a nobleman. Okay, so we need to get fancy clothes. I don't have any fancy clothes right now, so we need to go to a tailor before we can do anything. Where is a tailor nearby? Sigismund's camp is there. Devil's Den, they don't got a tailor, no. Alright. Gutenberg, they got a tailor. I know for a fact, right here. Let's get out of this place and go fast travel there. Hello? Where do I go? Alright.
God grant you health.
Welcome to the stream there, Esmeralda on TikTok. Appreciate you watching. Shout out to, again, that guy on Twitch who commented Speedboat Jimmy. Okay. Let's get back to it. What am I doing? Going the wrong way. I need to get this outfit. But I also need to go to sleep, so I'm getting real tired.
I'm not going to humiliate myself.
In the game, not in real life. Need to go right here.
The second time.
But I think they might be closing. Yeah, it's late. Sorry, we'll go there in the morning. You need to go here then.
What an occasion, eh? Will you go?
I'm gonna run with my like lightweight armor. As light as possible, honestly. So that way I run faster. We will just go ahead and go to sleep in our permanent bed right here. Wait till 9 in the morning, nearly.
I reckon I'll have a look first, and maybe next time I'll even fight.
They don't have any food, so I'm gonna just eat what I got. Honey. That's all. Just eating honey only. I wonder if you could survive off just honey and how long. Okay. We need to go to the tailor. Yes, he's down there. Go ahead and buy some fancy clothes, and then we'll be all set for the quest. Yeah, it will be all set.
Careful.
Gotta find the entrance. Should be right here, I think. Nope, over here. Follow the flag. Alright.
What do you...
Let's have him repair my stuff.
I'd like to do...
Aye. Vielen Dank. Es war...
Okay.
What do you have?
What have you got? Let's go by value. Let's buy some good stuff. I already have that. Well, that's a dark hood, so I feel like that's better than what I have now. I got a beggar's hood. That's fine. Let's just get what we need to get and get out. Alright, this is like just, you know, expensive, so I'm gonna buy it. We could do a collar. Yeah, we'll do a collar. And a green coif. And then Noble Gambison, yeah. Quartered hose. This actually looks pretty damn dope. I think I'm gonna buy that for my horse. This is red. Yeah, I need that. Goes over its face. That's so tough. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and haggle.
Let's talk about the...
It's gonna be a lot of money.
Do you accept?
You'll have to make... Aye, you... Das war ein gutes Geschäft.
Yeah, we shaved
Auf
off
Wiedersehen.
like $300 from that. I'm happy with the negotiating. Okay. Armor. Let's put this on the horse. Horse can't take anything. Great. I have a lot of stuff I didn't sell. I should have. Alright, we're gonna try and get on that. Well, then again, the trader I went to barely had any money, so it's not really my fault. This is a decorated, or tournament comparison decorated. Okay. Let's put some stuff on the horse, or on myself, so I can put this on the horse. This is like the same price, but yeah, I like this a lot. It looks cool. Executioners. Hell yeah. Can't have both of these. So yeah, we should just like sell off these ones real fast to him. Matter of fact, since we're here.
What do you have?
Take that crap, please, sir. Keep that. Keep that. Keep those. Alright.
Word about the...
Give me some money, please.
Do you accept?
That's still... Aye, du wirst sicher zufrieden sein.
And I have to do the quest now. But yeah, I gotta equip my outfit once we get there. For now, we should put on our protective outfit because we're gonna be traveling. Put those back on the horse and let's go. Alright, so we got an encounter. I'm gonna try to flee. Don't need to get into a fight. Alright, let's put on our outfit we need to put on. It's gonna be this slot. So let's put on that, that, and take off of this thing. Honestly, looks stupid with like the double red. Didn't think it through. Just bought it. Could wear a beggar's hood. No, I'm not gonna do that. Embroidered hood. Yeah, that looks better. It's more valuable. Alright, shoes. Do I have shoes? I have thief's shoes only. We're gonna have to wear them. Yeah. Don't have any things for my hands, but that's fine. Just go ahead and equip a weapon, just for safety. Yeah. Just to make us look tough, also. Look around the smelter, talk to Brewish. Alright, talk to Brewish.
Don't come near me with that weapon.
Oh, he's mad that I have a goddamn weapon on me. Alright, we're taking it off then. Fair enough.
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skellets, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Alright.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here.
What?
Up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
The quintal. The corf, the quintal. Like, what is he saying, guys? I don't understand. The slag, the mat, like, these terms are all so, like, foreign to me as someone who doesn't live in medieval times, so...
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
Alright.
How many corves were delivered from Horsham, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
Yeah, let's just, like, be honest, I guess. Yeah.
Because I find Horsham a bit... fishy.
Fishy? And what's that got to do with me? I own smelters, not mines.
That's precisely why I'm asking you.
I can't remember details like that. Anyway, I've answered enough of your questions. You're keeping me from my work.
But...
Are you deaf? I have other urgent matters to deal with. Go and pick someone else's brains. Farewell, my friend.
Oh god. I think I said the wrong thing. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, I'll look around this place. Take a look at how do I do that. If I didn't have YouTube helping me figure out how to play this game, I think I would just rage quit. Look around, like in this giant circle. Yeah, okay, so what does this say? How to look around the smelter for the Via Argentum quest in KCD2. 59-second video. This guy is standing... Where is he? Okay, let's take a look at the map. It looks like he is right there. Yes. So we're going to go over there. And then proceed to figure things out from there.
Excuse me.
Let's call for my horse. Alright. So he went inside of here. He ran up to the guy wearing orange, like this guy.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the scrusher we scrush the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal until the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces till we get pure silver out of the ore.
How do you like working in the smelter?
Aye, can't he complain at all, sir? We get a nice pile of chink from the yield and we're dry and warm.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke, and he pays us well. From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here? In our smelter? That would mean some of our lads are involved, and you get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a chat with Shima over there. He's not afraid of anything.
Okay. I will do that, sir.
Are you the fella they call Shima?
You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'm told you know something about the silver that keeps going missing from the smelters.
Me? I don't know what you were told. Meet me outside in a while. Now you better get out of here before the guards see you.
Fuck.
Oh.
I have to have a piss.
Alright.
You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
So I gotta meet him in a while. Right? What if I run up to him? Nothing. I can't do anything.
You silly dog.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording here. The stream's not over. We're gonna continue, but I gotta end the recording. So give me 1 second.